Hey there YouTube, this is 101 Bronson back here again with another action figure review. As you can see from the title down there, it's Jason time today. The first Jason figure from NECA that I picked up, and it's the Ultimate Friday the 13th Part 3 3D Jason Voorhees figure, the ultimate one, right? This comes with a ton of accessories, by the way. I just had to sort them out before the video, right? To get them all to show you. They're a lot. It's like murder mania down here. Anyway, Jason, iconic movie franchise, right? Friday the 13th. Every horror movie fan probably knows it and has seen either all of them or a bunch of them. Because there's like 8 or 9, 10 movies, maybe something like that, in the franchise. And this is from the third one, where Jason got his iconic look with the hockey mask. So without further ado, let's go take a look at this figure. Packaging is up first. So yeah, let's take a look at the packaging. I'm going to give you a brief glimpse of the figure. This is a pretty cool box and packaging design. It has like a lenticular cover on it, if you can see that. And the knife there actually has this little 3D effect of the, look at that, of the machete or knife coming at you. Pretty nice box design. Has a tagline for the poster: New Dimension in Terror. And Friday the 13th Part 3 3D. Great, I love this lenticular cover design though. I think this is a pretty well made box. Definitely one of my favorites. It says Friday the 13th Part 3 3D on the top there. Choking hazard warning for not for children under 3 years, and the ages for the toy is 17 and up. Let's take a look at the bottom quick. Ooh, crap, it almost fell down on me. Excuse me, I'm doing this one-handed, guys. Let's give everybody credit that made this awesome thing. There you go. New Line Cinema, that owns the films. NECA Real Toys. Some stickers there. Yes. Oh, and this is the spine, by the way, which I also really dig. There you go. Now let's take a look at the back side. Got some great images of the figure. Right there. It contains a machete, pitchfork, harpoon gun, knife, axe, fire poker, wrench, and 2 interchangeable heads and masks. And let's read up on the film itself here. Friday the 13th Part 3 3D. An idyllic summer turns into a nightmare of unspeakable horror for yet another group of naive co-eds, ignoring Camp Crystal Lake's bloody legacy. One by one they fall victim to the maniacal Jason, who stalks them at every turn. Friday the 13th Part 3 3D. So that's the packaging. Of course, this is the ultimate figure, so the flap opens up to reveal the figure and all its accessories inside there. And of course, showing a great display picture of the product. There you go. Let's move over to the accessories. And here is the full murderous arsenal of Jason Voorhees for this film. Let's start small with a small bloodied knife. Got some blood on there. Pretty nicely detailed. Nice dark red. I like it, but of course this is small potatoes. This was probably, but still neat accessory. And then you have a wrench, which also happens to be a bit bloody. Do remember this from the barn sequence in the film, where the bikers go into the barn and Jason whacks him on the head with this wrench. Haven't seen a film in a long time, but I do remember something like that. And you have a pretty clean, surprisingly, machete. I would have imagined there would be a bit of blood on this, but you have been saving this one for last, haven't you? That's why it's clean. Anyway, do like it. And you have a fire poker, just like it came with the Michael Myers figure. Again, this is also pretty bendable, and I would imagine this can break pretty easily. But you know, it's a fire poker. You know. Then we have a axe, which is probably one of my favorites. I love axe wielding murderers in films. I mean, Jack Nicholson in The Shining is probably the best example of that. Nicely detailed. I love it. Then we have this spear gun, which is iconic for the reason that this is the weapon that he uses for the first kill, wearing the iconic hockey mask. I mean, it's a nice detailed weapon. Only too bad that Jason doesn't have a trigger finger. That's the only negative about having this accessory included, but because it does look pretty great with the black and the silver and other paint details there. Yes, I do like it. And then you have a pitchfork, which is also a weapon that I like. When horror movie slashers use this, going right through. I mean, yeah, it is a pitchfork. It's quite detailed. Well, let's put it down quickly. Yeah, now you can see it's focused. It is pretty nicely detailed. It actually does have a wooden texture. Of course, it's not real wood, it's plastic, but it does have the feel kind of wood. Because, you know, I should know this is a wooden table. It feels similar. And the forks or the points here itself, yes, they are bendable. And I would imagine these can snap off, so do be careful with this. Other than that, this is a great little arsenal. Let's take a look at the alternate hockey mask compared to the one he has on right now. Yeah, not too many differences other than this one is a bit dirtier and it has a bit of damage there from the axe that he ultimately gets to the head near the end of the flick. So yeah, let's remove the mask because the masks are removable. And let's see that ugly mud of his. Holy crap, is that a ugly motherfucker or is that a ugly motherfucker? Arnie, what do you think?
One ugly motherfucker.
I'm right with you, pal. I mean, really nicely detailed. Here is the axe wound. The blood is all nice and gory there, nice red. I mean, you got veins popping out. You got Arnie. Is this a tumor?
It's not a tumor.
Okay, it's not a tumor, Arnold says, but yeah. Anyway, pretty great though. I love it. Now let's take a look at the head sculpt on the figure. Let's remove his mask as well. So yeah, you do got, ultimately you got two masks for the price of one and two heads for the price of one. Let's take a look at this head. Focus. Is it focus? Yeah, it's focused. I mean, that is one ugly mofo, right? Well, you know, that's Jason Voorhees, yeah. So you do have the option of displaying him unmasked. But, I mean, why would you want to do that, right? Why would you want to do that? Because he's so more iconic with the hockey mask on. Anyway, let's cover attire while we're at it. He does have a bit of blood there dripping down his neck, which I imagine would have to come from this head sculpt. Blood on the shirt, which is a nice dark green shirt. It's rubber material, so you can push it inwards a bit. You can kind of squeeze it. You got some pretty dirty and bloody, I guess kind of beige or really light blue kind of pants. Maybe it's supposed to be jeans, I don't know. And you do have some shoes right there, I guess. Boots? No, are they boots or not? Anyway, their shoes, their shoe wear, yeah, footwear. And yeah, the hands, you only have these set of hands. So that's the attire and head sculpt, and we're gonna move into articulation now. So let's go ahead. But maybe for something fun, I'm gonna show you him holding different weapons with the mask on. So yeah, let's do that. Here we got him kind of holding that little knife. He doesn't want to hold it that well, so let that be known to you all. Anyway, here he is with the knife. And the same with this one. He doesn't want to hold the wrench quite well, but as you can see, you can get it in his hands. So there you have him holding the wrench. And here we got him holding the machete. Looks pretty awesome as well. He does hold that one. And this is Jason holding the fire poker. There you go. And here you got him holding the axe. Right there. And here he is holding the harpoon gun. As you can see. He does hold it, but he doesn't have a trigger finger, so he can only grip it. So yeah, there you go. And here he is holding the pitchfork. And now let's cover articulation. As always, we start with the head, which, let's remove the mask for this one. The head, it goes hard for this one, but it does spin 360 degrees all the way around. Looks up about that much, looks down about that much. Of course, you can also kind of go side to side with the head. Stiff, but it goes. And then you have the arms, which rotate 360 degrees all the way around. Move outwards about that much. You do have that hinge there at the elbow, or the bend I should say. And also a spin, and you can spin the arm as well. Wait a minute, yes, and you can move the hands, of course, rotate it side to side, pivot up and down, all the fun stuff. He does have a slight spin at the torso, and he can move forward like so. And then let's go with the legs. He can kick forward about that much, not that far, right? He does have a great bend there at the knee, and he can also spin the leg there below the knee and above the knee, and he can kick outwards or sidewards that much. And if you can do that with both legs, we got another split on our hands. We've got another split on our hands. Well, almost. He doesn't want to extend that leg that much, so yeah. And then we do have the feet, which can kind of rotate, go up and down a bit, enough so you can get him stable so that he can stand. There you go. Articulation for Jason Voorhees for Friday the 13th, Part 3. And there you have it. Friday the 13th, Part 3, Ultimate Jason Voorhees by NECA. That was a great figure. If you can still find this one, I do believe NECA still has these Jason figures out pretty widely. You can still pick them up for a decent price. And if you don't own it yet, I suggest, pick it up. It's a recommendation, definitely. Anyway, thank you all for watching once again. If you liked this video, leave a like. And if you really liked it and you don't want to miss out, subscribe so you don't miss out on the content that's coming up. And as always, stay healthy, stay strong, take good care of yourselves. So long for now.